All right, good morning, everybody. I'm going to show you how to get in to record your hours uh, for the South Dakota board. Um, so you have documentation in the system. First thing you're going to do is go up to your address bar, and the address for the board is my.sdbmoe.gov, and it'll take you to this web page. Um, there are, if you go to the actual board website, Google it, there are different videos, tutorial videos out there that they'll show you how to do things. This is one that's not out there yet. So you go log in, and if you used the MySD for hunting licenses, anything like that, it's the same login that you would use for any of that. The same email, same password. So you would log into um, just like you would if you're going for your hunting license, anything like that. This is how it'll pop up for once you're into the Board of Medical and Osteopathic Examiners website. So everything that you have will be on here. If you've done your ambulance driver certificate, anything like that, that'll all pop up on the lower right. But what we're dealing with today is continuing education, and right underneath your name on the left-hand side of your screen, you'll see continuing education. And so what you're going to do is you're going to click that, and you'll come down to add new entry. Once you get to add new entry, it's going to tell you to select your profession. Any certification that you have with the board will show up. Paramedic, ambulance driver, EMT, ambulance driver, whatever. So for this, I'm going to click the ambulance driver, and whatever class you've taken, be it through if you've gone to EMS World Expo, if you've gone to the South Dakota EMSA conference, if you've taken a refresher class, refresher weekend, anything like that. So what you'll do is I'm going to tell you to upload your certificate from like conference, scan it into your computer. But what you're going to do is you're going to have to take and list each class individually. So I'm going to use one that I took at National Registry or at EMS World Expo in 2023. Um, so it's Revenge of the Nerds. And the course number I would use from them because it is a nationally registered, recognized number. So, and so I would put in the start date. So if you went to like EMT conference this year, it would be October 25th. Um, the for the for our conference, uh, and through the 27th. So you'd under provider, you would put who the sponsor of the class was. So like if you went to the conference in Spearfish this year, you'd put SDEMSA. Um, where I'm using one that um, from National, I'm going to put NAEMT. And the location for mine was in New Orleans. But like this year's conference, you'd put down Spearfish. For this class, I'd put 1 hour. Um, so I'm going to go to uh, find my certificate from um, which is always a challenge because I got to remember where I put it. But what you would end up doing is you got to remember where you put your certificates. So I'm just going to grab a certificate and put it in. So I'd end up grabbing um, the actual certificate for the class. I'm just going to grab one right now. So I would go find that certificate, click open, and I'm going to attach it. And once I do that, once I click save, it's in the system. Um, so then it is there. The uh, if you go to if you went to SDMSA conference this year and you've got the EMS scan certificate, it's all the hours are listed on one certificate. So use that. You only have to scan that certificate in once, but you can attach it every time you load hours into this system. Attach the same certificate because the hours are loaded onto that. Once you click save, it's there. I recommend doing this because if you get audited, everything's already in the system. The question is going to be is we used to have to load operations or trauma or medical. When we apply as instructors, when we apply for the classes, we load that in. So it's in the system as that already. If you notice on this form, there's no place for us to add operations or trauma or medical or cardiac, anything like that. It's already registered in the system. This is just for you to track your hours. Um, that's the biggest thing. When you go to recertify, if you are nationally registered, you don't have to worry about all this. All you have to do is when you go to apply for your license with the Board of Medical and Osteopathic Examiners, the all you have to do is it'll ask you, are you nationally registered? Did you meet national registry hours? You click yes, you upload a copy of your national registry card, and you're good to go. If you're not nationally registered, it's going to ask, did you meet your hours? If you've met your hours for South Dakota, the only time you have to worry about showing anything is if you get audited. Load everything into the system because if you get audited, it's there. You don't have to try and find your certificates. This is the simplest way I can advise anybody to do it. Um, if you have any questions, get a hold of me. I'm more than willing to help walk anybody through this. So, all righty.